Welcome to the Revere Veterans Corner of the Revere Veterans Community. Excuse me, folks. Today we have a real special guest. Her name is Lillian Hibbard. She's from the Revere Senior Center, part-time volunteer. Lillian, let me welcome you first of all. And I'm going to move your water over there or it'll be all over the place.
All right.
Thank you for coming up, Lillian. Could you please tell the folks exactly what you do at our senior center?
I take the lunch money from the people and check them off and give them a ticket, and then I serve the lunch at the counter, you know.
All right, and you sign them in, and you also make sure they come in the next day?
Yes, there's a paper for them to sign for the next day.
That's very good.
Yeah,
and how long have you been doing this, Lily?
Oh, a long time.
Well, can you be more specific?
At least 25 years or more.
Right. I remember when you used to be on Revere Street.
Yes, I started over there, Revere Street.
What was the name of the place over there?
The Rossetti? No?
Rossetti, was it the Rossetti Seniors?
I don't remember now. I don't remember.
Well, that was quite many years ago.
Oh, it was, yeah, before the center opened up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we used to be down at the American Legion building.
Yes, I went there too.
Right.
Yeah, with Helen Sorrell.
And Dutchie Goldberg.
And Dutchie, yeah.
Yep, they used to be down there.
Yeah, I would, you know, fill in for them.
Exactly. And then you went, when we moved over at the Rossetti Cowan on 25 Winthrop Avenue.
Yeah.
You started over there. Now, Lily, I notice you have a whole bunch of paraphernalia here. And what is that little thing you got right here?
Oh, this is an old-fashioned number plate that your keys went on.
Can I look at that for a minute?
Yeah, and then if you lost it, the post office would send it back to the people.
Oh, you mean you would drop, if someone found the keys, they would drop it in the mailbox?
Yep, and it would be returned, your keys. Yeah.
I don't see that today
1954.
Was it?
On it, yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic, Lily.
Yeah. Old-fashioned.
Right. Before we go over into the books here, could you talk a little about your family that you'd like to let us know?
Yeah, well, my aunt went in the wax during the war.
Right.
And she was my favorite aunt. She was. She really was.
And what did she go?
She went in the Army, the wax. Yeah. And we lost track of her for a while. Then she, you know, she wrote us. But we didn't know where she was.
So what happened? So
well,
tell us what happened.
A lot of years went by before we found her. Then she came back.
You mean she was lost?
No, she just wanted to be lost, I think. Yeah, she wanted to be lost. Yeah, and but like I said, she was my favorite aunt. She was very kind to me.
Oh, was she one of the aunts that Eileen Moreau was going to put on the...
Yes, she is.
On the memorial?
On the memorial, yes. She was going to be on there. Yeah.
Right. So
I'm looking forward to that very much. I am, yes.
So are a lot of other people looking forward to it.
Yes, I am, really.
Right. The thing, by the way, I want to show this to the... I don't know if they can get a photo of this, but this is what those little keychains, if you can barely see it.
1954.
Right,
that
1950.
Yep,
yeah. 1954.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, you were born during the Great Depression, I believe, and the year, if I'm correct, 1933?
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little about growing up during the Depression? Because we're just getting over another one right now.
No.
But I don't, excuse me, but I don't think the one that we have today was as bad as the one that you and I grew up in.
Yeah.
Where people were out of work?
Yeah, but you know, I didn't realize we were poor, but I guess we were.
Yeah,
you know.
so were we.
Yeah. But we didn't realize it at the time. You know
I
what I
had
mean?
6 brothers and a sister, and yourself?
I had 2 brothers and a sister.
And how did you find it during the Depression times?
Well, I guess my mother always said it was bad, you know. But then my father was a cab driver during the war.
Oh.
Yeah, he made good money.
Was he in the Army?
No, he never went in. He had 4 children, and they wouldn't take him.
Oh, he was exempt then?
Yes, yeah, 4 children.
And what were their names besides yours?
Joseph Orito, Frank Orito, and Carol
Are they
Consolo.
still alive, though?
No, 2 have passed on.
Oh, so it's just you and who else?
And my brother Joe, Junie, yeah.
Junie?
He lives downstairs from me.
Oh, and how old is he now?
He's a year young, 2 years younger than me. Yeah.
So he's about 78.
He's having a problem walking.
Oh, he's still? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us do at our age.
He has a cane. He has a cane. But he drives me to work every day.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I see coming on.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, now the thing is, I see a whole bunch of books here, Lily. And could you, I believe this one has some stamps. Would
Yeah.
you elaborate on that?
Yeah, they're war ration books from the war that
Yeah,
you had to buy food with.
Yeah, I remember them. They came out in the 40s.
Yes, yeah.
42, 43?
That's right, yes. And these were in the Hope Chest, and I found them all. And I'm going to give them to the
Historical
Society, yeah. I want to give them to them.
That'll be nice. They can use that as a donation.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you remember any of the prices of the food in those days?
I
remember
used to
some
go
of
to the store for my mother all
Yep.
the time. And I know you couldn't buy the food without these.
That's
I
right.
remember that. you
Sugar
know.
was rationed.
Yeah, sugar,
Butter was rationed?
butter.
Meat.
Yeah, right.
What else? What else? Gasoline.
Yeah, gasoline, yeah.
Yeah, 3 gallons a week, I
Yeah.
believe it was.
And you know what we used to do during the war? I was in the, it was a children's thing, and we wore shorts with pleats, and we saved the fat from when you cooked.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we had to donate it.
That was used for explosives, I believe. They made
Yeah,
explosives
I
out of the
remember
fat.
doing that.
Yep,
Yeah, we had to melt the fat down and put it in a can,
right.
and they would take it.
And those-
Nylons you couldn't get, that kind of stuff.
I remember in the year 1944, before I went, the year after I went, 2 years after I went into the service, we went up on a farm in Rutland, Vermont, because the farmers, the young men, were going overseas, and they needed the young kids like myself to work on the farm. And I always volunteered for everything, and even as a kid, and I still do a lot of it today. We went to work on a farm in a place called Rutland, Vermont. Well, the town we worked in was called Ira, but it was outside of Rutland, Vermont, near a place called Lake Bomazine. And I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and go out and get the cows. And I did, Lily. And I would look for the cow that had the bell on it. We used to call it.
And you came from New York.
Right, but we volunteered.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, they came to our school, and they asked for kids who wanted to go up and work on the farm during the summer, the 10 weeks,
Yeah.
for $1 a day, by the way. But it wasn't the money. It was just to get away from the Big Apple, from the big city, and be out in the country.
Yeah.
And it was a nice time for me to be on the farm.
And how old were you?
14.
Oh, 14. Yeah.
Anyway, this cow, Bessie, had a big bell on her. And that was the first one you had to find, because once you got her going, all the rest would follow. So anyway, I took the cows, got them into the barn. I used to clean the manure and everything else, too. And the farmer was teaching me how to milk the cow, Lily. And you're supposed to keep a pan. At that time, it wasn't like the milk machines they have today. We had a pan, and you used to put it between your legs, and you had to milk the udders straight down. Well, the first time, I got a little wild, and I put the udders sideways. And when the cow let go, I looked like a snowman. I was covered with milk. So I remember that distinctly.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I mean, working up on a farm. It was nice to go up. It was a little town.
Yeah.
I still remember the name of the farm.
Did
I
you
worked
stay
on.
like the whole summer?
Yep, all 10 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
The farmer's name was Hamilton Fish. That was his name.
Yeah.
Hamilton Fish was the farmer's name. Used to get up in the morning. Then about 7 o'clock we would have breakfast after the cows were in and milked. Then I would go out and do the hay. So it was fun. That was my experience during the war. Now I'd like to hear yours.
Well, the only thing that I could remember was you couldn't buy things, at the store, and that was hard. And and the war bonds, the stamps. We used to buy
10 cents. 10 cents bonds,
We'd fill
right.
the books up a
Right.
quarter or a dime
Right.
to buy war bonds. I
Yep.
would remember that.
Yep.
Even in the movies or anywhere. You could
Yep.
buy it in school,
So how was it, like
It was a different kind of life than today.
oh,
Yeah, very different.
very slow too, if I may say.
Yes, oh yeah. No
Yeah.
machines, no buttons to press.
Right.
Yeah.
The cars used to have running board, or they would have two
Yeah.
people push them, going slow.
And my uncle had a car with the back thing. What did you call it? The rumble seat.
In the back?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember the cars because I used to work in my uncle's garage part-time. when I was about 8 or 9, blowing up the tires with air.
And you were working?
Yeah. Oh, I started working when I was about 5 or 6. I used to be out at the grocery market when the woman would buy packages, and my father bought me a little red flyer. You know, those little red wagons. I would stand there and say, "Lady, can I help you?" And they would put their food in their bags, and I would wheel it home for a penny or 2, and I was tickled pink to get it.
Yeah.
Because movies in those days was a nickel.
Yeah, yeah.
For adults at night was 15 cents. I remember that. And for children at night was 10 cents. But during the day, because they had 2 shows every day, and it would run from 12 o'clock to the last show around midnight, was like a dime or a nickel for us. So it was good. I used to go to the Paramount Theater in
I
New
went
York.
to the movies every time it changed, 3 times a week.
Right, and double features.
Yeah.
Yep, and we used
Revere
to-
Theater. Yeah.
Right, and chapters.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
yeah.
good.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And by the way, when you, of course, I didn't live in Revere. I came into Revere 64 years ago, so that would put it around 1949.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
right, because I got married in 1949, so that's when I came into Revere. What was it like before then? Go back to your young years, what Revere was like.
Oh, I loved Revere. I lived here all my life.
Yep.
Except when I got married, I went to California, but I never stayed. I went there and, you know, a year or 2 here or there, but I lived in Lemon Grove on Massachusetts Avenue.
Oh, in Boston?
San Diego.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got a
When I got
Massachusetts
married.
Avenue in San Diego?
That's where I lived, yeah.
Okay.
In Lemon Grove. Oh, they had the lemons falling off the tree.
Oh, that's why they called it the Lemon Grove. And
Lemon Grove, yeah.
And how long did you live there?
Off and on, different times.
And
I'd
where
come
did you go
home.
to, yep, and where did you go to school?
I went to the McKinley School.
In Revere?
The Lincoln School, the old one.
Yep.
And the Shirtliff.
Oh, yeah.
The Shirtliff is gone now. So only went up to the 6th grade. Miss Clark, the principal.
Right. And
We went to her 100th birthday.
Did you?
Yeah, at the youth center a few years ago.
And by the way, I got to ask you this, because I came in here, like I said, 1949. How was Revere Beach in your young years?
Oh, it was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I saw, and this was free, the horse jumping off into the pool. I mean, you just walk on the sidewalk and you could see it. It was no charge, just for people that went to the beach. You know, it wasn't something you had to go pay.
Right?
Yeah, I'll never forget it. That horse jumping in the water. Not in the beach water, in a pool.
Oh, where was
Yeah.
that pool located?
Yeah, right on the beach.
Oh,
It wasn't enclosed in anything. You know, there wasn't a building. But I'll never forget that. Never. I was so amazed, you know.
how old were you then?
Oh, I don't remember. Maybe 10.
So that was around 1942, 43?
Yeah,
Just
maybe,
so
I'm
we-
guessing 10.
Yep.
But then we'd go to Joe and Nemo's, hot dogs a dime.
Right.
10 cents.
Yeah, I remember I used to get the hamburgers there for a dime. And, yep.
Yeah. Today you can't buy anything for a dime.
No, you can't even buy a dime for a dime.
You can't buy a candy bar, that's for
No,
sure.
it's ironic you mention that. I remember as a youngster, and maybe you remember too, they used to have these little chocolate squares. They were like a penny a piece in those days, yeah? Today you want to buy like a little, I don't want to mention the brand name, a chocolate bar,
Yeah.
over $1.
I know it. I know
Right.
that. That's why I mentioned that, because
gotta
it's
tell you
not
something.
for a nickel.
I went to a restaurant, right? And I ordered a steak. And the guy says, how do you want to pay for it? I says, put it on my credit card. Do you realize he put the steak on my credit card and it fit? That's how small they give you the steak there.
The where?
The steak. It was so small when I said put it on my credit card. I didn't mean the steak to be.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant.
It was
Yeah.
so small, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the restaurants, but when I go up Route 1, like with the missus, sometimes we go out for supper, or dinner. There, they have some good restaurants, and also right here in our city of Revere on Broadway.
Yeah,
you
a lot
have
of
some.
people go to the 99.
Yep,
I hear Lois mention that.
yep, and they have
Yeah.
a brand new restaurant right on Broadway.
Yeah.
the
haven't
Volare
been there.
restaurant?
Yeah, and where Maggio's used to be.
Yep,
Revere
that's on
Street.
Revere Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work there.
Where, at Maggio's?
Yeah.
Yep.
Years, yeah.
They-
I worked the beach, too.
Oh, did you? Doing
General
what?
Edwards Inn, waitressing.
Did you?
Yeah.
I worked one Sunday. I had a film for a friend of mine. I think it was Sandy's Rise, if I'm not
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The little kids were coming down with
Yes.
the
Oh
train.
yeah. I used to take my children. Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. But I worked first at the beginning of the beach. It's where the shipwreck is now. And then my cousin ran it, Alice Antonucci's brother.
Oh.
He was the boss, and I worked for him, Alfred. Then he moved to Anthony's, another place, beer and wine, and I was the barmaid, just beer and wine, and pizza. Then he moved up the beach further. That was near the Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Then he moved to the General Edwards Inn,
Yep.
and we served
That's
dinner.
up near Lynn.
Yeah, well, that big building, Cary,
Right.
Cary Circle.
It's funny because when I first got married, I used to go fishing off Holtz's Pier,
Oh, yeah.
which was right where the
Yeah.
circle is.
Yep. Yeah.
I used to catch the flounders, not one, not two, but like 5, 6, 7, 8 flounders.
Now there's none left.
What the flounders?
The flounders.
They're polluted now, from
Yeah,
what I understand.
yeah.
They say it's not healthy to eat them if they catch them close to shore.
Yeah.
But we used to have some good fried fish dinners. We could catch them and eat them the same day.
Oh,
I used
yeah.
to, yep. And then I would watch other people go out a little with the boat. They would come back with the crab nets.
Yeah.
No, lobster nets, excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the rowboats?
Yep.
Yeah. Holt's Pier.
Yep.
Yeah, they
That
had
was
the boat.
fantastic
Yeah,
out there. And I remember that. I also remember a lot of the times that when we used to go out to the General Edwards Bridge in between Lynn and
Yes,
Revere.
they fish there.
We used to fish
there.
off. We used to fish off. We used to catch the fish right there too. Another place I remember. I don't know if you can still do it today. Was even on the Lynnway where the bridges
Oh, yeah.
around as you make
I
the
think I've
circle
seen
going
it.
to Lynn.
Yeah.
On the
yeah.
right hand side.
Yeah.
There's a lobster. I can't remember the name, but the company there was a lobster company. It might still be there. He used to ship the lobsters all over the world. All over. We get orders in there, Lily.
Yeah.
So
Is that 107?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what on the way to
107.
Lynn,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You got a better memory than I do.
My daughter lives up that way, Saugus, so I take 107 to go to her house.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I know. Yeah.
I used to go to a place in Saugus. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It was another good restaurant. The name was Spuds. S-P.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the elderly people go to Spuds.
Yes, it's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, still there.
I haven't,
yeah.
well, I haven't been there for about a year or so. But
yeah,
we used
yeah,
to go
it's
there
still
early.
there. Because I go by it when I go to my daughter's.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot, Lily. That's why I brought you up here. This is a real tough question. What do you like to eat or what do you like to cook? I told you I'd get you. No, I'm okay.
I like to cook. In fact, I've been making it the past few weeks. Shrimp with lobster spaghetti.
Do you
Sauce,
really?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I make it with lobster bodies, and then I add shrimp to it, and I can make it over spaghetti.
That's good.
Delicious, yeah. Macaroni pie, pastetta,
Yep.
in Italian. It
Why
means
is that good?
macaroni pie.
And my favorite, I'll be honest with you, is stuffed peppers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
wife makes it for me. My daughter makes it for me.
With Hamburg?
Yep, hamburger and rice.
Yeah.
And sometimes my wife will put in
Oh, yeah, you always order two. You
Yep.
always get two
Well,
orders.
that's for me and my twin brother. That's why. Okay. I mean, that's why we get two. Okay.
Yeah.
My wife puts in sometimes a little, I think it's paprika
Yeah.
inside the
My
stuff.
mother always put mint.
Does she?
Mint. Yeah, that was the flavor. Mint and Hamburg and then tomato. She had her own special recipe. She
Right.
didn't put rice.
That's
But everybody makes it different, you know.
that's pretty good. And by the
Yeah.
way, you say you got, how many children did you say you have?
I have three.
And their names are again?
Billy,
Yep.
Sandy,
Yep.
and Danny.
That's your 3 children.
Yeah.
Your grandchildren.
I have 10.
Name them.
Oh!
Name them. I want to check your memory.
They're on the refrigerator, they're pictures.
They all fit on there?
Yeah, in little
the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were on there.
Christopher,
Yep.
Dante,
Yep.
Dimitri, Jasmine,
Yep.
Janelle,
That's it.
Paige,
Yep.
Lucius,
Yep.
and Tabitha,
Yep. That's 8.
and Billy.
That's
Billy,
9.
I forgot Billy.
Yep. And you got one more. One more. That's good. 9 out of 10. That's 90%.
And I have 4 great-grandchildren.
And their names are?
Billy,
How old?
he's 9.
Oh, 9?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
8, I'm sorry, he's
Yep.
8. Then there's Sophia.
Yep.
She's a year and a half.
Yep.
She's my dear baby. And Ayla.
Yep.
And I can't think.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah, but
When it comes to you, you remember it.
and CJ. I knew I forgot somebody.
Right.
He's a fresh one.
By the way, I know you like music, Lily. I know that because I play it over there, and you like to listen to it some of the time. And I know you like a favorite song, which I haven't played in a long time. That's Maria Elena. You always
Oh
play
yeah,
it.
I like that.
I
My
know you-
father liked that.
He did? That's
Yeah.
why you like it?
My father liked them. Yeah, and you know that other Italian one you play.
Which one?
You play it all the time, and I.
Oh, Marina? Guitarra Romana?
No, but he used to sing it to us.
Oh,
That's
did he?
all I remember. But
Not Volare.
no, I can't think.
The one I play a lot for the people ask me over there is Marina and Guitarra Romana.
No.
It's not
If I
a-
heard it, I would. You know, if I heard the name of it, I would know because you have played it.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think now.
Yeah,
You got my
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
But it's tough when you get old, you know.
Oh, I know that. It's not easy.
Okay, another thing I want to ask you, Lily. We're in the 80s. You just turned 80, I
Yeah,
think?
January.
Yep, January, God bless you. I'm going to be 85 in July.
They just had an 80th birthday party for me.
They did?
Surprise, yeah.
I got to
It was
tell
nice.
you, Lily.
It was nice.
I celebrated my 63rd wedding anniversary with my wife.
Oh,
We had a big party, and I asked my wife in front of a big crowd, what would you like for your anniversary? She says, I love diamonds. So the next day I went out and I brought her a deck of cards.
you're bad. I fall for it, too.
Well, you were
You're
talking
bad.
about the birthday. No, we had a nice birthday, 63rd wedding anniversary.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had three kids. One got killed. The son,
Yeah.
the only son we had. Got two lovely daughters. Got two nice grandchildren,
Mm.
and three great grandchildren.
Mm.
And that's what we have.
Yeah.
And I got to ask you, you like to go to the movies once in a while? What kind of things do you like to watch?
You know what I do? You won't believe this. I watch channel 213,
Oh,
Turner.
Yep,
And
the Turner classic movies.
I love it. I like old
Oh.
movies. I love them.
I got to tell you something. I
Errol
was up
Flynn
in-
was on the other night. Oh, I just...
You missed one that I saw for the first time. It was made in 1920. 1920, a silent movie with Rudolph Valentino called The Four Horses of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
First time I ever saw that.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
picture is over 100.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, 93 years old, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 93
No, I
years.
like the old movies better than the newer ones.
Yep, me too. I love to watch them.
Yeah.
We had some great stars, by the way, in our generation. And we come from a good generation. We didn't have the problems that, I hate to say this, that some of the people have.
No,
today.
that's
We didn't
right.
have the drug problem. When we,
No,
at least I don't
no.
remember them.
No.
We didn't have an
The
alcohol.
worst thing they did was smoking or drinking. That was it.
Right, and
Yeah.
women couldn't even smoke when I was younger. It was like if
That's
they were
right.
smoking,
That's
they
right.
looked like
That's right. Yeah.
they had a bad name, a bad reputation.
That's right. Of course they did.
And if a woman got divorced when we were young, it was horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it was unheard of. And if they didn't get married, we used to call them, I know you're not going to, spinsters. Ring a bell? If they didn't, that's what we called them in the Big Apple.
Oh, you mean if they never got
Got
married?
married, right.
Yeah, spinsters. Yeah.
We used to call them spinsters. Today, some of them get married 10 times. I don't know what to call them. I mean, yeah, I'm serious. I mean, sometimes they say I do.
And they don't. Sometimes they don't get married too.
Right, like sometimes they'll say before the preacher or the minister or the rabbi or the imam, I do, and by the time they walk out, I don't, So
I know.
that's the way
it's different today. It's different.
Lily,
It's a
we got-
different world.
Right, we got about 3 minutes left, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes to speak about whatever you say, and then we
I
gotta-
enjoyed it very much.
Wasn't
Very
it
much,
nice coming
yes.
up here?
Very nice. Yes.
And I got to tell you something. You do a hell of a good job at the senior center.
Thank
I hope
you.
they don't take that word out because it's meant in a good way when I say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You do.
No, I enjoyed it very much.
And like
the
I say, you've
experience.
been with the senior center almost 30
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
That's a long
30,
time.
yeah.
And you help the people when they come in. I know you take care of me.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm well fed. As you can see, I'm getting a tire around my belly now because the food there is very good.
Yeah.
And people don't realize it's only $1.50 for
Yeah,
a meal.
right.
Still today. And all they have to do is call in a day in advance.
Yeah.
Just let them
sign
know
up. Sign up. You
sign up,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Just one day in advance.
Yeah.
And let them know when they're coming in.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
good. And we honor the people every month who have a birthday that month.
Yep,
If you were
once
born
a
in
month.
July, we honor you the last Tuesday in July. If you were born in August, the last Tuesday in August, etc., and
Yeah.
etc.
They enjoy that. They look forward to it.
Right.
They do. I know they do.
So, Lily, I got to say to you, it was an honor and a pleasure to have you come up here.
Oh no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and
And may God bless you, Lily. You're as pretty here as you are at the Senior Center.
that sounds good.
May God bless the people of Revere. May God bless our troops, the United States of America. And thank you all for listening. And before I close, I want to say Lillian was never in the military, but she sure is a veteran of the community. And thank you for coming, Lily.
All right, Dolly.
Thank you.
All right, Morris. Thank you, honey.
Right. God bless you, Lily.